Well, yeah, I mean, he's in a jail cell right now. That's not a very good lodging at all.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't live there, but yeah, that's fair.
No. We've seen him here multiple times. He lives here.
You know, it's true. We see him here more than we do in his actual home.
Is Soseki the Maya Fey of these games?
You know what?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
It was some time ago now that he first became known as the Reaper of the Bailey, I believe. These past few years, he hasn't changed a...
I mean, it's true, but...
He's been in the same clothes the entire time, Snow, although he hasn't bathed at all.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's inaccurate. All things considered, this is a Victorian era, so. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second case of the Great Ace Attorney 2. Soseki is lamenting about his cursed life once more, as we are now in the trial portion of this case. And the judge is not having any more of it.
Thank you, witnesses. I believe I have a reasonably clear picture of events.
Yes, it seems lodgings are haunted. Would you agree? Lodgings are haunted?
Yes, absolutely! Thank you!
All right, now that we've made a fool out of him. If I could raise one more point, my lord. One more conclusive point.
Conclusive? Go on.
Fortunately, the victim, Mr. Shamspear, has regained consciousness after his ordeal. And he has named the true culprit. Poison consumed by the victim was administered in a cup of tea that he drank on the night in question. Tea, my lord, that was brought to the victim's room by the accused.
The accused? Oh, good grief. Order! Order!
Yeah, that's the crux of this whole case. If Soseki-san is innocent, then why? Why has the victim accused him?
Well, Mr. Natsume, what have you to say to this accusation? That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamspear's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I brought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result! Never will I touch tea again! Never!
The public pump was frozen, you say?
That's not information we've had before.
Have you heard any information? Do we have any evidence going into this?
We have some, but not a lot.
Yeah.
That will do, thank you. Now, according to our laws, the defense must have the opportunity to cross-examine witnesses at least once.
Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like you are begrudgingly?
I think this guy did it. I mean, I don't really like. He's just like, he's here again. I don't want to deal with this. Can we just say he's guilty and move on?
Yeah, that's pretty much the judge right now.
I have to let him defend, even though he very clearly did it.
Yeah.
Therefore, I call upon these witnesses now for a formal testimony. I presume the prosecution has no objection.
None whatsoever, my lord.
Good. And then you will give your account of events on the night in question to the court now. Yes, my lord!
Oh, this will be good. Let me just get a drink.
The catastrophic night.
Oh, hang on, let me get my drink before you could. Please, I need to enjoy this to the fullest.
I don't think you'll have time. This chap's gonna just keep rambling.
Blah blah
All right,
blah.
I'm ready.
Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. It was around 9 o'clock.
I'm going to the aesthetics.
It was around 9 o'clock that evening when I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. We had a heated literary debate over a nice hot drink, after which I went back to my room at around 11. My tea was completely harmless. He couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he?
Strychnine that takes some time to have an effect on the body. People don't keel over immediately after taking it. The victim would have been perfectly able to lock the door after the guests left. The argument still stands.
Boo.
Huh. Yes, I see. It all seems relatively straightforward.
That testimony I love because, hey, this is what happened. I didn't do it. Also, this is what happened, so it actually did happen. It's just nullifies itself.
Freaking Gregson is a party pooper.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but that testimony does raise one other rather crucial point, I think. Mr. Natsume claims his tea to have been harmless. Presumably, though. The teacups have been examined for traces of poison, haven't they?
Why didn't I think of that?
You're a
Because
bad
you're not
lawyer.
an investigator, you're a lawyer. Well, as it happens, no. We haven't been able to.
Did I hear that correctly, Inspector? Scotland Yard has failed to examine the suspect's substance.
How could you have overlooked something so important? Isn't that the first thing you should have done?
My learned Nipponese friend is falsely incensed.
Huh?
The inspector said Scotland Yard was unable to examine the tea. Not that it was overlooked.
Unable? Why?
It's simple enough. There was none left. Not a drop. Someone must have been very thirsty indeed.
Current scientific techniques, it's not possible to test for poison under such circumstances.
We only need a drop, but that one drop does actually have to exist, funnily enough.
Oops.
The lack of examination notwithstanding, it appears nothing other than the tea passed the victim's lips on the night in question.
What about the soap?
Yeah, what about the soap?
I see.
You have not ruled out the soap.
Thank you. The matter is clear.
Dust your eyes over the jury, my learned friend.
What?
You can see it in their faces, I'm sure. The recognition of the accused's guilt. Never mind the fact that we've had many of instances where they have all been completely wrong, but that's not the point. Your client's
I'm
face is
sure
all but
three.
sealed.
My face is completely blank. I don't have an idea of what's going on.
And I'm juror number 6. I'm not even here right now. Bye.
I just want to get back to playing Genshin Impact.
You too? Same hat, sir.
Your client's fate is all but sealed.
The missus ain't gonna like this.
And mere moments from now, you will lose. Your compatriot will be damned for all eternity.
He's right. I can feel all 6 of the jurors looking daggers at me. But I can't let them beat me down. I won't.
Counsel for the defense, proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Shifty eyes.
Juror number 3's eyes are so blank, I feel like he wouldn't have knives, he'd have sporks.
No, there'd be buttons. He had buttons
Oh,
for eyes, you know?
Is juror number 3 the blonde one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's just if Kirby had a human form, that's what it would be.
Okay, why did you visit your neighbor?
Well, there's your reasoning right there. Actually. A literary debate about Shakespeare's works. I think you said, didn't you?
Shakespeare. Ah, very worthy topic of conversation, I must say. Oh, yes, my lord. Romeo and Juliet. Who was stronger? It was a profoundly pleasurable parley.
Get ready for a death battle!
Yeah, you know
Can't
what?
believe he's doing power scaling in Romeo and Juliet.
I need to know, what was Juliet's power level?
Is it still better than Goku versus Superman Part 3?
Maybe?
Also, oh god, that actually happens today. I forgot.
What happened?
I also forgot that was. Oh yeah, they're doing Goku versus Superman again for the third time.
Oh my.
I don't know. I do not know why they're doing it 3 times. I don't care. I'm so tired.
Romeo and Juliet.
Who was stronger?
I know I'm going to regret asking this, but how did the debate go?
No. Wait, let it cook. What was Juliet's power level?
Well, we both agreed that we would reach a conclusion more quickly with a reenactment. So we battle it out in a Greco-Roman style, naturally.
Naturally?
Yeah. What?
Mr. Shamspeare had all sorts of costumes in his room for such a contest.
So, when you say a reenactment, you mean you were actually in costume?
He is Romeo, I is Juliet. And after a vigorous, wild tussle,
You didn't have to specify.
I as Juliet came out on top. A victory I'll cherish forever.
Alright, so Juliet's power level, bigger. Got it.
I mean, in fairness, like, if we're going just, like, by the actual play itself, she is the one who lives longer.
By, like, seconds.
I know, but she still technically lives longer.
I dare not imagine the terrible scene of carnage.
I'm glad I pressed that so you all can have that mental image now.
The fact remains that it was you who prepared the tea and took it to the victim, correct?
I
Did not
boiled
need
the
to pour
water
a
in.
drink for this entire nonsense.
I boiled the water in my room and made a pot to take with me. I heard that he was too poor to have tea himself, you see?
Wait, objection, Lord Van Zeeks. You're the one who said just a few moments ago, and I quote, "Let him cook."
You have no record of that.
Look, we all make mistakes and have deep regrets.
No, I'm kidding.
You have no record of that. It's not on there.
It's true. There was no sign of any tea leaves in the man's room.
I wanted to do something nice, to be friendly. So why is everyone looking at me with such suspicion?
I hope you've learned your lesson. Never
White
do something
tea?
nice. Never be friendly.
Apparently not in Great Britain. My tea was harmless. Of course it was. And do you have any basis for that statement, witness?
I'm
They have
just
also
now
just
picturing.
Dude, blood.
I'm just picturing how the Taisa goes in. Well, when bringing that screen up, she just goes in and edit and just puts "let him cook" in there like really quickly. It's just like, yeah, there it is.
There it
The
is.
evidence has been tampered with, my lord.
Sure, I don't know.
How long does it take for the symptoms to appear then?
Go into the corner when I'm speaking to at the yard. About 30 minutes after the poison's consumed.
Dang, that's some slow poison.
And then the victim suffers of violent convulsions, cramping and stiffness, and eventually dies from asphyxiation.
So there's a 30-minute interval between when the poison is ingested and the onset of symptoms. There seem to be a lot of different types of poison in the world, that's for sure.
Oh dear, done by poisoning again. It's always so awful. The British sure love the poison.
Do we have... No, we really don't have anything, right? We don't even have like an well, I guess there's no autopsy because he's not dead.
We
He's
have
dead
the
yet.
soap.
Do we have the autopsy report on the still living person?
Yeah, I was just like, wait, never mind.
Do we have the autopsy report?
Mr. Knight, I've updated the autopsy report. Yeah? What about it? They're alive. What?
30 minutes is a long time. Certainly long enough for the victim to have locked the door behind the accused after he left.
You can't deny that. And it further degrades Soseki-san's alibi.
I have the medical report from the doctor who examined the victim here, my lord.
Okay, here we go. That's what we need.
It's not an
A report.
autopsy report, but, you know, it's a report of some kind. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anywho, it's better not really. Cruz is the only person who could have done it.
Okay, but read it.
The court will add this report to the court record as evidence.
I can't read it right now. It's just a bunch of scribbles in a picture.
Victim's medical report. A report issued by Scotland Yard's medical officer. It obviously mentions the poison as well as other details gleaned during the police investigation.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Imperfect Cell.
De nada.
Which country are we in again, Mr. Naruto? Oh, yes, I see it here. Delayed onset of symptoms.
Great.
Oh yeah, she found it in the wiki.
We're not presenting. It's just I need to look at the thing. I'm not presenting. Don't make me accidentally present this, okay? Thank you. Toxic effects. No samples. No container for the poison was found at this. Okay.
Yeah, wait, but I have a question now.
Uh-huh.
How? I may have been misreading that, but if they couldn't find any traces of poison in the actual teacups itself because it was all drank, how did they even know it was poison?
Maybe they found traces on his mouth or something?
Okay.
Maybe? Is that all I'm thinking? That's all I'm thinking.
Maybe they also
go
took some
back to
blood
the
for our
evidence.
lab work.
Go back to the evidence, please.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah?
Show me the picture, please. The teapot's right there.
That's what? No, that's a cup.
No,
Top
the
left.
teapot on the stove.
Is that Soseki's teapot or is that
He.
is that Shamspear's teapot stove thing?
They mentioned he's too poor to have a teapot. He doesn't own a teapot.
Oh yeah.
So
that's right.
Soseki
Or maybe
brought
he's-
his own teapot and
no.
made his own tea.
Didn't he say he was too poor to have tea? I don't know about teapot, but like I think
Well,
he said he
also,
was
now
too
I'm
poor
seeing
to
that
win.
picture. Do you notice there's a big stain on the ground? Is
Yeah, I
that
do.
from the gas, or is that from someone poured out the tea kettle?
Good question.
So we have ample potential
Potential.
samples.
I'm sorry. Potential.
God damn it.
Oh, I didn't.
That was
even
not
catch
meant to be a pun.
Okay, I don't think there's. Do we press this? No, probably not. That's the extent of their testimony, is it?
If I could voice personal opinion, Mr. Naruto,
Of course. Go ahead.
Mr. Natsume is arguing for his innocence so adamantly and so persistently. Yet Inspector Gregson just brushes what he says aside. It's really quite infuriating.
I agree. So we need to find an inconsistency in what the inspector is saying, I think.
I'm afraid so. As things stand, the jurors are sure to find Mr. Natsume guilty.
As I see it, what we need to focus on is the poison and the tea. Let's listen carefully to this testimony again. Did he drink?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, it's just the way it was highlighted. I was just like, yes, the poison. The poison for Mr. Shamspear. Shamspear's poison. The poison meant, especially for Mr. Shamspear. It's all coming together.
Thank you, Croc.
Oh yes, it's all coming together.
Yes!
But no.
Okay, okay. Did they drink the tea before they did the play? Because that play must have taken a bit of time.
Can you press
That's
this?
Good point.
Also, this thing said 1 in the morning.
Yeah, wait, how do they know that?
So the incident occurred around 1. No, there's a time discrepancy. 1:30 in the morning, and Soseki was here at 9. Wait.
I mean, he left at 11. Like,
He did it at
allegedly.
11. Okay, but but even then, it's like, did he not drink the? Hold on, he had a heated literary debate. Okay, so this is claiming they had a drink before he left, but the poison they claim on the record did not occur until 1:30 in the morning, so there is a time discrepancy here. I think we need to present the report here, because, at least according to this, they drank the drink way before 1:30, and according to Mr. Gregson, it takes about 30 minutes to happen. That's more than 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Let's try this.
Objection!
Hey! Mr. Natsume, you say it was 11 p.m. when you left to return to your room, correct? I mean, even then, even if he, like, decided to drink at 11 or at, like, before he leaves, like, that's still, like, several hours. Yes!
I want you to know that the way he turned to the side and just said yes, like, since Van Seeks is in that direction, I'm just imagining, like, him just doing a full, like, 90-degree turn, looking directly, and Van Seeks just says, yes! While addressed.
Oh, I just thought he wanted to do a dab for the judge.
And Inspector Gregson, can we rely on the information in the meta report unconditionally?
Go for it, Gan. There's no problem with that report, sunshine.
Cool. Actually, I think there's a very big problem. Because there's a chronological inconsistency between it and the defendant's testimony.
A crow what? What are you talking about?
Soseki, calm down. We're literally on your side. Soseki!
According to this report, the victim must have consumed the poison at around 1:30 in the morning. And yet, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, left the victim's room at 11.
Soseki, why are you still stressed out?
I'm panicking!
He's on my back. Get him off! Oh my god!
Yes, that's right. There's more than 2 hours of missing time there. In other words, if there was poison in the tea that Mr. Natsume brought to the victim's room, how could the victim have fallen ill to it 2.5 full hours after the defendant left?
Soseki!
Are you
What is
really gonna be
wrong
that?
with you?
Natsume is just Gregson's long-lost Japanese brother, apparently.
But we do have the same damn mustache.
They do have mustache!
The defense's argument is entirely reasonable. How do you respond, Lord Van Zeeks?
I'm gonna need a drink for this one.
Wait, is he
Don't
actually
you
gonna...
always look?
Wait, is he gonna drink that, or is he gonna throw it, or is he gonna break it? I don't even know.
Pray forgive to this courtesy if my mind has wandered.
He's gonna break that.
I was considering what cuisine would best complement the contents of my hallowed chalice this luncheon.
Your howled chalice that you constantly break.
How could it have happened, you ask?
Okay, well, you're not going to use that for your luncheon now, are you?
I do hate to shatter illusions, but my Nipponese friend appears to be chasing a phantom idea.
Phantom?
So it is haunted.
A ghost, a spirit. Would you not have those in Japan? Is it so hard to imagine that the victim drank his tea after the accused had left? For example, at the time stated in the medical report. Yes, at around 1:30.
Sir, I'm sorry, but now you're the one reaching, but okay. Mr. Natsume brought the tea with him to drink together with his neighbor. And in Japan, there's a well-known saying, drink tea while it's hot.
Objection!
Oh god, is it the other way?
And in my country, there's an even more apt saying.
Oh my god.
There's nothing more refreshing than cold tea.
Sir, it's freezing outside! The point is, if there was such a long gap, there may be other ways to explain how the victim came to be poisoned. Other possibilities.
Like the bar of soap.
What
What sort of possibilities, Counsel?
Well, for example, the man could have had another visitor.
Another visitor. That's a very bold assertion, my learned friend. From someone who has nothing to substantiate it.
You don't have anything to
Or-
substantiate anything
or-
you said either.
The victim could have taken the poison of his own volition.
You suggest this may have been a suicide, Counsel.
Objection!
He was very poor.
Mr. Shamsphere has categorically denied suicide, by virtue of still being alive, no less. The idea can and must be discounted.
Being alive and also accusing someone else for attempted murder.
Objection!
Oh, baby slaps her back, but
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, please do that again.
no, but he could be lying.
Oh, I can't take you seriously. I tell you, you're like a puppy.
Ah.
Is something wrong, Lord Van Zeeks?
Oh, I've just gotten tired of arguing with Puppy. I was listening to the sound of the carriage pulling up outside the courtroom. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Carriage? What carriage?
It would seem that the key player in this case has just arrived.
It would be awkward if they were like a minute late and they had to slowly wait.
So Zaki's like, huh?
Out, out, brief candle! Life's but a walking shadow.
Oh god. Oh god.
A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Who, sir, are you?
William Shakespeare, my lord. Alas, 'twas I, undone by these bitter events. I am the victim.
What's he doing here? Rubble?
Why does he have a staff?
Prosecution seems to call this gentleman to the stand.
Well, he's already there.
With this testimony, my learned friend's futile resistance will be utterly crushed. But please, don't let that keep you from trying.
You're calling him as a witness?
Yes, I'm calling the victim as a witness. I do not see the problem here.
Well, very well, Consul. I grant your request with interest. I'm curious to discover what the court shall hear from the victim himself.
Soseki has valid reasons to be shaking now.
Who am I, Shamsphere, to regale thee with my tales of woe, my lord?
Get that goldy trinket out of my face.
But I still have my own tale to tell! My own tale of worse woe! I can regale the court with a tale of my perfect innocence in perfect English!
That will do, Mr. Natsume. Let the court now hear from the victim.
Do we want to? God.
Not really.
I don't.
Oh, he's here too!
Who are you?
Hello?
I'm a sailor man.
What are you, his handler?
Alright, so that's Mr. Shamsphere. But who's that other man beside him?
That's Popeye the Sailor Man, can't you tell?
Yes, I feel sure we've caught a glimpse of that man before.
State your names and occupations for the court, please, witnesses. A writer of words so sweet they do scent the breeze. An inventor of ideas so profound they compose the earth. The unrivaled poet, the unmatched scribe, William Shakespeare. Were the great bard to be recalled to life anew, lo, what a magnificent man! Good fellows, I am he who ponders such a miracle. William Shamspeare.
I don't like you.
Oh, the name's Metterman. Adrian B. Metterman. I work for Ultima Gas Company, East End branch office.
Why are you styling? Why are you posing?
Everybody JoJoing. Everybody be JoJoing.
I saw Stone Ocean. That shit was great.
Susato is absolutely struck by this man's style.
The only thing you could have seen by this point is Phantom Blood.
Don't worry about it.
Y'all were talking about Genshin Impact earlier. Calm down.
Yes, we were. That's different. That's an isekai. JoJo's real history.
That's an isekai!
I remember now. It was yesterday on Briar Road.
Oh, yes. She's right. It's him. Oh, what's this? What's that man doing over there? He looks like he's trying to see into Seki-san's lodgings.
Hold on a second. Oh, dang, I wish we could go back over... Because I thought I saw the bar of soap on top.
You did.
Okay.
That's not Seki-san's lodgings. That's Shamspeare's.
Okay, yes, but I was more concerned about the bar of soap.
Yeah, the bar of soap is there. You saw it. I saw it too.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo?
Excuse me? Could we have a word?
JoJo teleport.
Okay, bye!
Ninja vanish!
Yeah, we spotted him outside Mr. Garrett's house that morning. And he's a gas company employee? What does he have to do with this case?
So, Mr. William Shamspeare, you are the victim in this miserable affair, correct?
Oh heaven! Oh hell! Do you command me to remember?
Yes.
That sweet poison that didst crossed me and crossed mine innocent lips. I subpoenaed him for the trial, with his doctor's permission, naturally. Hearing the testimony of the aggrieved will remove any room for doubt from the jurors' minds, I'm sure.
Oh my god, that sound!
Behold, you have only to rearrange the letters of my name to see that Misa Seraph, an angel indeed.
What?
Huh? Okay.
Thus be I noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart, as all heavenly angels be.
Please just give me back Sholmes.
Because there isn't a less contrived meaning in your name. No, not at all.
The jurors seem to be very moved by this man, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, they're stupid.
They are?
They're actually taking this serif anagram idea seriously? I'm pretty sure. Like,
I don't think Juror 6 can hear anything.
I don't think
Juror 6 is just trying to figure out if he heard it correctly.
Thank you, witnesses, for your illuminating introductions.
But, my lord, what's the man next to Mr. Shamspeare doing here? The gas man, I mean. You know what? We'll find out in the next video, because we're out of time, guys, so we'll continue on later. See you all then.
I'm the gas man.